Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, shway, crispy, Ari? Let's get on to the unpopular opinions of today's episode. Do what you love is one of the worst piece of advice ever. Now, I don't agree with doing what you love is the worst piece of advice ever. I think if you're passionate about something, you feel that, it's in your heart, it's in your soul, you want to do it, then go and do it. There shouldn't be someone telling you that that's a bad advice, that you're not really on the path that you should be on. You know what I mean? If you love something so deeply enough, you should really go deep in it. You should really go deep. Pause. You should really do all you can to make sure that your happiness comes first. Now listen, you're going to probably be in a shitty job somewhere where you're probably going to have to do a 9 to 5, do all of that just to make sure you can keep your dreams alive. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Doing what you love sometimes can even be the simplistic thing of sometimes just cooking. You know what I mean? Days when you just don't feel like doing something, making content, going and playing football, sports, gymming, whatever. Doing what you love sometimes doesn't have to be, let's say, a constant thing. It can just be something you're doing when you're just not in that mood or you're just feeling a bit pissed off or a bit angry. So that's something that can really make you feel alive again. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think it's the worst piece of advice. Next one. People that don't use desktops or laptops are weird. I don't think they are weird. I mean, if you don't use a desktop or a laptop, then I don't think it's weird. You can use an iPad, you can use your phone. You know, I don't think it's weird to not use. I think that person is definitely living in the past, to be honest. That you should just only be using, you should only be using something else. So I think, listen, using desktop and laptops, it's one of them things where if it's convenient enough for you, if you're in that space where, let me just grab it and do this and that on it, cool. Sometimes it's a phone that's handy. Sometimes it's an iPad. Those sort of things are easier to do a little doodling or whatever you need to do on it, or a little search, than going and grabbing a laptop or grabbing, the desktop out just to do all of that. It's long. But let's move on to the next one. You should not move to a country unless you are near fluent in their language. I think I understand what this person is trying to say. I do think sometimes you do need to learn a little bit of the language. You don't need to learn a lot, but you do need to learn a little bit. But most importantly, you do need to know the culture and the people that are going to be there, or what is going to be happening in that particular area you're going to be in, because you need to know where you're going to shop at, where you're going to obviously buy clothes from, and food and all of that. You need to know all them things. So those are very essential. You don't really need to worry about too much of the language, as long as you speak the standard stuff and you know what to ask for and just the little things like that. But also, if you have a phone that can translate for you, then boom, that solves your problems too. So I don't think you do need to learn the language fluently. I think you should just know enough, the basics. Do you know what I mean? Next thing. I don't think apartment complexes should charge for washing and drying. Yeah, I don't think they should either. I don't think if you live in that building and you're going to do your washing in the same building of apartment complex, then you should be paying. I don't think you should be. I think it should be the case where that's free of charge, because obviously you pay rent in that building, you live in that building, you do everything in that building. Your landlord shouldn't really be taking the biscuit like that and charging you extra just for drying or washing your clothes. That shouldn't be on. That's just my opinion on that. Next one. There hasn't really been a truly great Pixar film since WALL-E. No, I'm trying to rack my brain and think here. No, there have been. I can count Brave. I can count Inside. Those are very good films. So I don't think you can say that there hasn't been a truly great Pixar film. There are great Pixar films out there. I think this person is just very one-dimensional, just seeing it in just a one tone. There are many great Pixar films out there. Do you know what I mean? But those for me, like Brave, like Inside Out, those are the ones that really, you know, do the business for me. Do you know what I mean? So I can't agree with that statement. Let's move on to the last one we come to. Your favorite dish is not the one you always go for. It's the one you just eat in a few places. I don't think that's right. The one you go for when you eat. No. You know, I mean, you choose that dish because you like that dish. And if you want to eat that dish, then you're going to most importantly pick that dish. That's just what it is. If it's your favorite, it's your favorite for a reason. It's your favorite because you like to eat that particular dish. So I don't understand what this person is saying. This person's waffling, talking a lot of nonsense, to be honest, about, you know what I mean? You know, if it's not the one you always go for, you know, no. What are you talking about? You're confusing yourself right now. You're sounding like you're just living in Cloud 9 or some different place, that you're spouting a lot of nonsense. I don't really understand what concept comes out of that person's mind or what they're thinking here. Your favourite dishes. That's nonsense. Absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Your favourite dish is the one you pick. It's the one that hits you from the soul. You feel it in your heart. It's the one that you lick your fingers after. Woo. And you can't get enough of it. You want more after you probably had that dish. You're thinking about it the next time when you're going to have it. That's what your favourite dish does to you. It gets all in your loins and everything. You feel it everywhere. As soon as you take one bite of that, you're like, this is it. Nothing can compare. It's like the Lisa Stansfield song. It's not Lisa Stansfield, is it? No. Is it? No, it's not. Sinead O'Connor. That's who it is. Nothing compares. You can't compare. So you have to tell them what I want. But that's it, guys, for this episode of Unpopular Opinions. So if you've seen this episode or any of the previous episodes, you know what to do below all of that. Big yourselves up, first time watchers, season watchers. And you know what we usually do here when we finish. I can't spin it on too long. I kind of did a madness to my hand still. But you know what we usually do here when we finish. I'll give my opinions and I'll react later on. Get out of here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.